Gabby, and here today we have Dexter. I don't think you can see him, but we have Dexter. He's a purebred husky, and he was rescued, and Ramsey, she was adopted, and she is a German Shepherd Lab. I'm here to tell you today why you should adopt and not buy from a pet shop, especially today now that we're all being quarantined and this coronavirus, and some people might be lonely because they don't have an animal or anything, and dogs are a really good company and they actually benefit you. They're good for your health, they help with stress, and they make really good therapy dogs. Now, why are they good for your health? 5 minutes of petting a dog can actually help increase your endorphins per the ASPCA website, as well as they make really good therapy dogs. So many hospitals have these therapy dogs come in and have the patients, when they're going through stressful operations or stressful procedures, these dogs come in so the patients can actually pet the dogs. They also help with your health because you always have to walk a dog, and 5 minutes of walking a day can actually make you more fit and healthy, even though you don't want to, or you think that you don't need it, but they actually are a really good exercise and they improve your blood flow. Dogs also prevent, it's stated per PetMD that they prevent allergies by 50% and lower your blood pressure. They also make really good if you're not good with socializing or anything. Having a dog and taking the dog out on a walk can help you socialize more with other people and make you just have more resources and more friends that are also dog owners, so if you don't know what to do. Also, adopting a dog can help save its life. So if we wouldn't have adopted Gabby or Dexter or Ramsey or rescued them, they might have been euthanized, we don't know. But 40% of dogs that are placed in shelters were placed by their owners because their owners couldn't afford the medical cost, or they couldn't afford taking care of the dog, or they didn't have enough time. And in 2007, per the animal abuse statistics, you found that a little over 1,200 dogs were involved in animal cruelty cases. So, for example, Dexter, he was actually abused while he was a dog, and he happened to be rescued. Also, per the APCA, 6.5 million animals are taken to animal shelters or rescue homes every year. 1.3 million of those are actually dogs. 3.3 million are dogs, and 670,000 dogs are euthanized every year. That might not seem like a big number, but it actually really is, because instead of buying from a pet shop, you're rescuing an animal from a shelter that should be rescued, and you're not supporting these pet shops, because buying from a pet shop, you're actually helping with puppy mills. Now, puppy mills are where they have the female dogs producing animals over and over again, and these female dogs are actually kept in wired cages per thedognotebook.com, which is 12 reasons why you should adopt a dog. But you're helping puppy mills by having them be in these wired cages instead of going to your local animal shelter and rescuing a dog. And you might think that rescue dogs aren't healthy, or they just are bad dogs or anything, but actually animal shelter dogs are known to be better than actually pet shop dogs, because they're not suffering what the mom is suffering. The mom is locked up in a cage and not taken out on walks and not fed. So when you're buying from a pet shop, you're helping that dog keep being locked up in cages and keep pushing out puppies. But when you're getting from an animal shelter, you're actually helping the dog itself be better stabilized. dogs in animal shelter are just better overall. And if you don't think you can get a purebred dog, well, we have Dexter right here. That's a husky, and 25% of dogs in shelters are actually purebred per Dr. Benson on PetMD. And many puppy mill dogs do gain these genetic diseases that the puppies end up getting. So it'll cost you more medical bills because you have to spay or neuter that dog if you choose to. But when you adopt at a local shelter, they're already spayed, neutered, they're already being trained, and you can always look to see their health records. The application is not that easy because your animal shelters and rescues make sure that you have that you're good inside and like you can actually adopt this dog. So they make you fill out references and you have an application, and if you end up, most shelters, if you end up going to the shelter to adopt a dog, you can't just pick up a dog right away. You have to fill out the application, and if you've known to give one animal, if you've ever given an animal back to the shelter, you can't just, most likely you won't be able to adopt, because if you couldn't afford a dog back then, you can't afford a dog now. But I had Gabby now for 2 years, and she's been a great dog. And we have Dexter. Dexter, come here. Dexter, come here. Dexter. And we have Dexter right here, and he was a rescue, and he was actually abused. So now he looks really healthy, so you wouldn't be able to see him before. And Ramsey, unfortunately, is outside right now. But instead of buying from these locations, instead of supporting puppy mills and having a bad dog, why don't you just adopt at your local animal shelter, and we can decrease the risk of euthanism. Thank you.